Hello everybody, Gary Massa here with Massa & Associates, and happy Tuesday. It's Tips Tuesday, and as you can tell by the green flare I'm wearing, it's happy St. Patrick's Day. So a lot going on in the world right now, and I wanted to share a couple tips with you, some of them being just general stuff to kind of help the economy going and help those really in need and really affected right now by everything that's going on in the world, and a few real estate tips also to help kind of navigate what's going on in the world as well. So let's get right into it. One thing that I actually read this morning, thank you to Locadia Main Street 101, reminding people that there is funds available for people who are affected by coronavirus and have to take off of work because they are sick. You will need a medical note, but again, disability insurance can be implemented to where you can get about 60 to 70% of your regular wages, right? There are some limitations on that, so please visit the disability insurance website for that. They are processing claims online. Secondly, if you are caring for a child, parent, or a loved one or a family member because they fell sick to coronavirus and could not work, and now you can't because you are taking care of them, you can utilize the paid family medical leave, also being able to get about 60 to 70% of your wages. So check into that program as well. You can look that up online. And then also the UI work sharing program for business owners actually who have had to so they don't have to really lay people off but still be able to pay some of those wages. You are able to make up about 60 to 70% of some of those lost wages for a short period of time. So check into the UI work sharing program. Again, I may not be quoting it exactly correctly, but I wanted to at least get those points out to you, and that way there let you guys do the research. But if you want, DM me below and I'll email you the links to all of those programs in the email that I received. Now, one of the things is if you are buying real estate right now, or you are a buyer or a seller in the market, please prepare yourself for some slowdowns and some shortness in timing. Appraisers are really backed up because of the refi boom. Escrow processing timeframes are going to be backed up a little bit just because of the influx of all the activity from the refis, as well as the increase in purchases. If you remember, I did tell you that the closed transaction and new pending escrows are actually up significantly, even by the end of February, even into March. Lender underwriting service timeframes are going to be slower as well. A lot of people are working from home, and just the processing line is really backed up and bottlenecked. County recording services are still open, and if they do close county offices, including the county recorder's office, they will be processing closings electronically. But again, please be prepared for some of those things to slow down a little bit or experience delays. What can you do about that? If you were supposed to be closed and moved out of your house or moving into another one, please start planning for that now. Whether you need short-term housing at hotels or just buying yourself some more time, just start the conversations now so everybody's on the same page and you avoid all the stress and overwhelm at the very end. If you are looking to refinance, I know you've heard that the Fed funds rate has come down, but realistically, because of all the influx in the refi boom and request going on last week, rates are actually up to actually slow down and curb demand. So it's a good time to start your applications, but realistically, maybe you should wait about a week to 2 weeks is what I'm hearing to get the full benefits of the rates coming down. The other thing about Fed funds rate coming down is that realistically, that more immediately affects short-term interest rates. So if you have a HELOC, that's going to be going down. The one thing that I was reminded by is, what about your credit card rate? Have you contacted your credit card companies recently to ask if they've actually lowered their credit card rate or their APR down to reflect the lower short-term interest rates? Maybe check it out. We actually had ours bumped down. We called just yesterday and had ours bumped down quite significantly. So if they haven't already proactively done it, you need to make sure to ask, okay? Call your credit card companies. So if you are in the process of buying or selling a home in the next 90 days, know your hyper local market. We have tools that can identify the trends over the last 7 days in any specific finite market here in San Diego County. I'm happy to help with that. But knowing the hyper local market, knowing the trends, are there a lot of price drops happening right now? Are people still buying homes? What's the flow of of transactions going pending right now versus what's closing. If you start monitoring that now over the next couple weeks, you'll start to see some of those trend lines. So it might be better to understand that in the hyper local instead of looking at what's going on nationally or San Diego as a whole. Your zip code, your city, your neighborhood, actually, that will help you make some decisions based on going forward if it's even right for you to take advantage right now, or if it's something you should wait on, or how to reposition your home in the market to make sure that you're taking full advantage the right way. Last thing is a little bit more fun. A lot of us have kids home right now from school because schools are closed. We are doing homeschooling, and although it's a lot of fun, there's a lot of craziness going on in the house. And the one thing that I wanted to remind all of us to do is take that recess, do a family walk, get out of the house, get some fresh air, let the kids burn off some of that energy, because I know that my kids, even though we did do all those things yesterday, they are bouncing off the walls. Cabin fever is imminent. So anything you can do to kind of still stay as a family, enjoy the time together, but get out, get some fresh air. Again, social distancing and everything that we're being reminded to do right now. But again, let the kids exercise, get the blood flowing. It's up to us to still remain feeling really, really good so we can make great decisions and help our families. So that's it for Tips Tuesday. I know it's a longer video, but thanks again for watching. Hopefully you got something out of this, and we will talk to you later. If you have any questions whatsoever, I'm here to help. Please DM me below or give me a call directly. I want to hear from you. Bye-bye.